Facing giants is intimidating. Look at me. Face it anyway. To defeat your giant, you're going to have to fight. It's going to be tough. Fight anyway. It might be ugly. Fight anyway. It might be difficult. Fight. Don't wait for the giant to leave. Fight now. Fight today. Now. If defeating your giant matters, start now.
A giant is anything that stands in between you and the promises of God that feels impossible to overcome. A giant is anything that's in between you and the life that God has for you. And the more you look at it, the more impossible it feels like that thing is to overcome. Like no matter how hard you try, he's not going to fall to the ground. And a giant can be a whole host of things. Anxiety, depression, worry, stress, mental health issues, rejection, insecurity, bitterness, doubt, fear, finances, comfort, sickness in our body, ungodly beliefs. I mean, you name it. There is no end to the limit of the giants that can exist in our lives. And I would bet there's some of these things standing in your life, standing in between you and what God has for you. And maybe you've even gotten to this place where it feels so impossible for it to overcome, you've just come to accept it.
It's intimidating to face down your biggest enemy, that one problem that's held you forever. It's intimidating to think about losing 40 pounds. It's intimidating to imagine overcoming addictive habits. That giant stands between you and health. That giant stands between you and your purpose. That giant stands between you and your destiny. That giant stands between you and your God-given potential. Fight. Get going. This might be your day. Today can be your day. God knows where you are. God knows the battle you're in. You're not alone in the fight. God is on your side. You say, but what if I pray and nothing happens? Keep on praying. When you get up in the morning, look out the window and say, this might be my day. I'm ready. In a moment, in an instant, everything can change. Fight now. Fight today. Today can be your day. It's time. It's the time to take on your giant. No more procrastinating. Let's go. Time to fight. You're not on your own. God's on your side. You're not going to fight alone.
I mean, John 10:10, Jesus says, the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. The giants of life want to steal, kill, and destroy the life that God came to give you. They don't care how they do it. They want to steal, they want to kill, they want to destroy the abundant life or the promises of God that Jesus has made to you, and they do everything they can to try to take you down. But what I want you to understand right out of the gate is you are an overcomer. You are a conqueror. You are more than victorious. You are a pioneer, and you come from a long line of giant killers. You were made in the image and likeness of God, the ultimate giant killer. You come from the line of Moses, a giant killer, Joshua, a giant killer, David, a giant killer, Jesus, a giant killer, the disciples, giant killers. The people in this room with faith are giant killers. You come from a long line of giant killers. And yes, your giant may be big, but Jesus is bigger. I am not minimizing the giant in your life. It is big, but Jesus is bigger. Jesus is bigger. And this is why Luke 18 tells us that what is impossible for people is possible with God. It may feel impossible for you to take down your giant, and you know what? You're right. By yourself, it is impossible for your giant to fall. But in Jesus' name, it's time for you to face him and move forward in life.